Okay, I guess we can move on to the next thing, which was actually also, coincidentally, a lot of people wanted to know what's happening with merch stores. EU merch store last week, and I looked into that. But then more things happened, okay? So let's just talk about all the things. So first of all, some of you may have seen out there that there's now a mug available, you guys. LizardDoggo.com. There is now a mug available for pre-order there. Okay, so the situation with that is the whole like LizardDoggo.com thing is actually, if you guys remember Dave from Heroic Replicas, who did the you check the link, the guy who does the giant plushie and also smaller plushies and also the Xenobasher and stuff like that. So Dave had done the Fix It campaign and that went all the way through. And then he has then made this website which folks who did not back the project can also go in and order pre-order some stuff as well. The expectation around the pre-orders and what the the deliverables for the backers, I believe, is supposed to be end of quarter Q2, so the second quarter of the year, and those would be. But then replicas will be shipped later, Q3 or something. So that's kind of the timeline for that stuff. So this site sort of came around just because the folks who backed will get what they backed. The folks who backed can also I don't know how they do this, but maybe you get an email with some information. But you can also the coffee cup ended up being made so that those folks can then add the coffee cups to their backing thing as well as an add-on if they wanted, and folks who do that actually don't then need, from my understanding, is they don't then need to pay shipping because the shipping is covered by the rest of the backing that you've done for whatever it is you backed. Okay, so that's that situation. But then everyone else who did not take part in the Kickstarter can then pre-order whatever via this website as well. And so the cup is there now. A couple things with the cup. First of all, it's some folks might notice that it's a ceramic cup, whereas the cup that we ideally wanted to make was an enamel cup, right? But we had to go with ceramic in this instance. We did try to go for enamel, but there were some serious limitations on the enamel cup, which were making it very, very hard to happen. And we're still going to try and figure out a way to get an enamel cup. But for the moment, there's this ceramic cup. This ceramic cup is dishwasher and microwave safe. There is another cup available, which is the Employer of the Planet cup, which is kind of like gold. That one is not microwave safe. That one is dishwasher safe though. So yeah, so these cups are available. They're technically out there now, and you can pre-order them if you wish. Let's see here. There's a little bit more. So one thing that is probably worth clearing up here, and some folks over I saw on the Reddit, for example, a lot of people noticed that shipping to anywhere outside of the US is a little bit expensive, similar to that with our Good Smile store. And that is because this store is, again, a North American store. It's not an EU store. And I know a lot of folks were a little bit disappointed by that because y'all have been waiting for an EU store for a while, and the shipping can be a little ridiculous in certain cases. It's not so bad if you buy multiple things, but maybe you don't want to buy multiple things. Then shipping's a little bit ridiculous. And so this whole idea of us making an EU store or finding an EU store of some kind is still an ongoing thing that we need to do. This is not like a substitute for that. So one thing that I want to make super clear here is we partner with Good Smile, or they used to be For Fans by Fans, and they've got their own store and they do their own thing, and they ship from the US. And Dave, from Heroic Replicas, has his own store and he's doing his own thing, and it comes from North America as well. And so I just want to make clear here that this isn't our solution to the EU store or anything like that. This is Dave doing his thing, and we partner with him and work with him to make cool merch. Much like Good Smile are doing their thing, and we partner with them to make their merch. But clearly, neither of these two partners that we have right now have a decent solution for EU at the moment. And so the EU store is still something that is ongoing, that we're looking into. It's just incredibly hard. This process is much harder than we thought it would be. It's taking forever to figure this stuff out. We had certain things come through, and then certain things fall. Certain possibilities we had, and then they fell through, which is a bummer. But we have a couple more leads, and so we're just going to keep working on it. And yeah, so we do think it's important to find an EU solution, but we're still working on that. And what that solution might look like, who knows? It might be one partner that delivers stuff from EU. It might be multiple partners, because it's really hard to find someone in EU that can supply a mug to EU as well as shirts, as well as whatever. So we might have to get a bunch of different partners, and then people will just have to look at different stores to find whatever goods they want for whatever region they're in. So it's just a really difficult situation to sort of solve in a really elegant way. And at the moment, the only thing we can really do is just partner with various people to hopefully eventually get some constellation of partnerships in place so that folks can get what they want from whatever region they're in, so they don't have to pay too much for shipping. But right now, this is all we got. This is the best we got. And big pat on the back for Dave for making this happen at all. Okay, so like again, it is not ideal for folks outside of North America. I understand that, but it is a cup that is happening, and we will continue to strive to improve the situation if we can. Yes, so that is that situation there. Hopefully I've answered all questions there. I don't think there's anything missing.
You blasted through the notes perfectly.
Yeah. So hopefully that clears everything up.
Hopefully. And I've seen some people ask if like THQ, or rather, I think you mean Embracer, but like the parent company can help us, and they are helping us when it comes to, figuring out the whole merch situation.
So we're in talks with them as well. We have other companies within the Embracer umbrella that we can sort of like talk to, and so we're talking to them, but we're not limiting ourselves to them as well. Like we're trying to find a solution. Some interesting question here. It's weird that for an EU student to have more difficulties to do things in the EU.
I mean,
it's because we're like we're not the ones who actually make the things, right? We have to find someone else who does that. So I don't know. Like it's honestly just a weird situation.
It is weird, but
it's not easy. It's a nightmare. We've talked to other developers too, and they're like, yeah, it's a nightmare. Merch is apparently always a nightmare. Okay, so all we can do is just do what we can, make things a little bit better step by step, and we won't give up until hopefully we get a situation that we're happy with.
Yes, for sure. It makes sense because there's so many like pieces here, and it's kind of hard to like explain exactly why it's so hard to get merch to work. But it's so many pieces running, and it's like production costs and shipping, and like all the different legalities between countries and shipping, and like
COVID did some stuff
COVID
too.
also affected this a lot. So it's so hard to like make it all happen because it's just so tricky. Not something that I was aware of myself until we started doing this. But yeah, it's just.
And so like ideally what would have been really good, right, is let's just say for example with this coffee cup. Ideally, we ideally wanted it to be enamel. We wanted it to be available to everyone in the world, right away. But it's like, first of all, the enamel thing is proving to be fucking impossible, all right? We've been trying to make an enamel mug for years, and it still hasn't happened. But we could make a ceramic one right away, right? And then like, how do we get that to EU then if we want it to work everywhere? Well, we after all this searching, we can't even find like a good EU partner just yet, right? So it's a real pain in the butt. But we have what we have, and it is still some cool stuff. So hopefully some folks will enjoy the new merch that is available there. Oh, another thing that I don't think we've actually mentioned this, by the way, on Good Smile. I don't know if you can open this up, Snutt.
Sure can, I think. Depending where it is.
I can put the merch in the chat if you want to just click that and open up the window. One thing that I don't think we've actually mentioned yet on stream, which is bonkers. So on our Good Smile store, which used to be does that? Oh, you copied the other part, yeah.
Oops. We're good, chat. Don't worry about it. It's just wait.
Up to the 907.
1 second. Wait for it.
There you go. Yeah.
You guys didn't even.
So
see
we used to sell our merch through 4Fans by Fans, right? But they're sort of like merged with Good Smile, and now basically things are sold via Good Smile. So if you just show the thing, y'all will also see that there is another Lizard Doggo plush, you guys.
Hell yeah.
That you can pre-order. And I think there's a little pre-order bonus where you get like a little pale berry as well.
Yes.
So super, super cute. Again, ships from the US though, so the shipping situation is still kind of is what it is. But super cute Lizard Doggo, and it's a different style to the one from Dave from Heroic Replica. So like maybe you want different styles of doggos, or maybe you prefer this one or the other one, and so you've got different options now for cute little doggos. Yeah.
It's got blue tongue too. That's the most important aspect of everything here.
Yep, blue tongue, blue tongue. Don't take this out of context, but what is the cup size? I believe the cup size is 10 ounces.
I think it says on the website.
10 ounces. I don't know what 10 ounces is because I don't speak that language. 10 ounces.
I don't speak imperial.
Milliliters.
Empiric. What is it? Imperial.
It's 295 milliliters.
295. That's almost a soda can.
Yeah.
Ish. Sounds like regular cup size to me.
It's about a C.
It's about. Is that the average
yeah.
one? I don't know.
What is the website? So if you can do the merch command, you've got our 2 sites where you can order or pre-order things from. We have two stores right now. Yeah. So exciting stuff with the merch.
Yes, and
there was another thing.
And it's not like there's still more things happening on the merch end. We don't have anything more to announce, but just so you guys know, like when it comes to EU store or like all that stuff, we're still looking into that. And pretty sure Jace made it very clear, but I also want to we're still working on shit.
I think it's good that we make that clear because I think there were some folks out there who thought that because this store, the lizarddoggo.com store, came into existence, then that was our solution for the EU. It's not. Like that's just Dave running his store, right? And that's all that is. But we're still looking into other solutions.